Today is November 28th, and today's quote is also about sincerity, so we can call today's quote Sincerity number 2. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says sincerity means to not be deceitful, and that means to not be one thing at home and so-called pure in public. That is making people believe you are more spiritually evolved than you are. Sometimes we use the word pretension. And pretension comes from the root to pretend. And pretend means to act or to show that I'm something that I'm not. So I can pretend to be more Krishna conscious. If I pretend to be more Krishna conscious, you will appreciate me more. And so we want to evolve past the position of pretension into the position of vulnerability and humility. Sometimes the pure devotees say, I'm the most fallen. That is not a pretentious statement. That is exactly the opposite of pretension. It's a revelation of, this is who I am, this is how I feel. I am not trying to impress you. Now, in our conditioned state, we might say, I'm the most fallen because we're trying to impress one another. That, oh, I'm humble. So you see that the need to impress one another is very insidious. It just kind of floats in the air, so to speak. It infects us in many ways. It's said in the Brihad Naradiya Purana that a yogi or a sadhu who renounces the world, who renounces everything, then gets trapped by pride, because now he's proud of his renunciation. Look at me, look at how renounced I am. I'm better than others. So pride is a huge trap. Pretension is a huge trap. A Bengali word, Shara Lata, means simplicity, and Prabhupada defines simplicity as being the same inside and outside. In other words, what you see is what you get. You don't see me as, quote-unquote, pure devotee in the temple, but outside the temple, I'm a much different person. No, inside and outside, I'm the same person. And this is the meaning of integrity. Integrity means to integrate everything we do into one. In other words, what I am at school or work, what I am at the temple, what I am at home, what I am when I deal with people, what I am when I drive my car in traffic and someone cuts me off, what I am when my wife or husband does something that upsets me, I'm the same. So if I'm shanti, forgiving, kind, tolerant, so forth, at the temple, integrity means I'm kind, forgiving, tolerant, and so forth at work. I'm kind, forgiving, tolerant, so forth in my car. I'm kind, forgiving, tolerant at home. And I think this is really important because it's so easy to be that way at the temple, and it's so easy not to be that way outside the temple. Just the last few days I was going through some situations which were sometimes frustrating, like I have to get something to someone and I can't get online at home. It doesn't work. And then my phone, I can't get online on my phone, and someone's expecting something and I need information to give them. You know that situation where you're just everything goes wrong that never goes wrong, and it goes wrong at the perfectly wrong time. It's wrong in every direction. And I was thinking that life is such a fantastic training ground, because whatever Krishna's describing in his instructions, he's applying it to life. That's what it's for. It's for those situations. Now what do you do? Frustrated. Do I scream? Do I yell? Do I hit the ceiling? Do I punch a wall? What do I do right now? Or do I act in a Krishna conscious way? So the world is a fantastic training ground for spiritual practice. The world is a fantastic training ground. So when I leave the temple, after I give the class and I've told everyone to be more tolerant than a tree, more humble than a blade of grass, offer all respects to others, and this person cuts me off and almost hits me, now I have a chance to be Trinadapi Sunichina, or to be the incarnation of anger. Isn't it a fact? So the world's a great training ground, and we always must realize that the instructions Krishna gives us are 24/7 instructions. They're not just instructions for sadhana in the morning before 9 o'clock. Sadhana does not end at 9 or 8. Whenever you finish your morning program, sadhana continues throughout the day.